Hi, this is Tayyab from Zevor Corporation. I represent the Technology Consulting Division of Zevor Corporation. The purpose of the webcast is to introduce our email preview pane for Microsoft Dynamics CRM Online 2011 and 4.0. Without any further ado, I'll just delve deep down into the details of that. But before that, just a brief introduction about Zevor. Founded in 1995, based in Irvine, California, we started as a B2B integration company. And then around 8 years back, when we added SharePoint and CRM practices to our company, the experience from B2B integration helped a lot, and it helped us to make our own proprietary integration and migration frameworks that allowed us to provide integrated Microsoft Dynamics CRM solutions to most of our customers. These are some of the verticals that we cover, and as far as our services are concerned, these are the Microsoft related service stack that we provide our service offering for. Obviously, we'll be focusing on Microsoft Dynamics CRM and in particular on our email preview pane. Before I go into the details of the email preview pane, I would just like to give you the architecture. It's important to understand this because it allows us to build similar add-ons for online Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011 and 4.0 quickly. The biggest roadblock to online application extension was authentication. The way we have resolved is that we have actually given this responsibility to an identity provider, in this case Microsoft Foundation Gateway. So our framework is pretty simple. All it has is a registration page. You come to the registration page, you put in your organization ID, and the user who actually registers the organization for the first time becomes administrator, and then the administrator can go on and add users. All those users, they don't need to give in their passwords, and they're always authenticated through the Microsoft Foundation Gateway, which is similar to when you log on to, say, hotmail.com and you provide your authentication credentials. So nothing is stored in our database. Everything is managed by Microsoft Foundation Gateway, and when a user is authenticated successfully, they're redirected to our routing engine, and if they have already registered, they will be redirected to the application that they registered to. Now, initially, when we came up with this idea for email preview pane, it was actually based on requirements from some of our customers. And when we analyzed it in more detail, we realized that the opportunity was a lot more than we had actually assumed. On the left, you have some of the stats that we gathered when we were doing our analysis. I won't go through each one of these, but I just like to highlight that for a company with 25 sales representatives, it amounts to almost 3 man days that this team spends going through emails and attachments that they need to go through in order to respond back to clients' questions. If this time could be saved, obviously it can be used to more productive work like generating leads from prospects and converting them to accounts. This actually amounts to 66 man days in a month. So you can put in your financial figures for the amount that you pay to different sales representatives, and it will give you an idea as to what business value this add-on can bring to you. Without any further ado, I'll just show you how you can easily set it up in less than 5 minutes and start using it. So let's start with that. So the first thing that we do as part of setting up our email preview pane is to log into our CRM Dynamics Online 2011. And we need to set up the service account over here, which I've already done. And then we need to use that service account to register our organization in the email preview pane registration page. So in order to get your organization, what you need to do is need to come to customizations. In the developer resources, you'll have your organization right here. Once you have done that, just log into, and bear in mind that the user that you use for registering your organization, it's going to become the administrator for the email preview pane management. So only this user would have the rights to add more users. So bear that in mind once you're setting it up. So it says that if you haven't already registered, please add your service account. This is exactly what I'm going to do. The service account that I have configured in Microsoft Dynamics CRM online is this one. I'll show you how to configure a service account in a moment. Okay, so now you're the administrator and you have actually added a service account, so you're all set. This is all that is required to actually make this thing work. And now if you'll try to add your user again, because you have already added, so it's already there. Now if you go back to the list, so it's there, right? So if you want to add new, you can keep on adding new emails. And let me add a few more just to make things look more explanatory. So let me add, so let's start with this. So I have one user added, it's the administrator. So the administrator should now be able to use the email preview pane within Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011 online. So one thing that I skipped was the service account. Service account is an account which has the delegate role assigned to it. So this role is important because it allows other users who actually use the credentials of the service account to sign in to actually perform various actions based on the role that this guy has. So it is system administrator, so it means that all of them can log in and perform various operations, and it can delegate its role to any user who has logged in. So this is really important. Another important thing is that once you have configured your service account, make sure that you make it non-interactive in the access mode option on the form, so that you're not billed for this particular user. And moreover, it's not a security risk. The reason being that no one can actually log in using this service account because it's non-interactive. Now what I'll do is that I'll say I want to add email preview pane on the lead entity, and yeah, so I just want to add it on the lead entity for the moment, but you can also add it on account, contact, or any other entity that you want to. So what I'll do is that I'll add it to this particular entity. And here in the navigation, I would like to add email history. As you can see, I've already done that, but it's really easy to do that. Just go to form and then just go to insert. You want to insert a column thing. Okay, so let me just change properties. Okay, so I want the label to be email history. It's 2 in this case. And here's the label in the section. Now I want to change this to 1 column, formatting this thing, and I want to add an iframe to it. An iframe, it goes. You can call it anything you want. I would just call it email history as well. And the URL is the URL that of our of the registration page that you use to register your organization. So you just put in HTTPS. Don't forget to put in HTTPS. Otherwise it won't work. So everything is secure here. So it's a pretty secure system. cloudapp.net. Click on this, and these things are important, so please make a note of these. Unclick, uncheck this, do this, Yeah. Let's do it this way. Name event is already in use, so I'll just make it 2, and here you go. So that's about it. After that, you just need to make sure that you save it here and publish it, and you're all set. Let me show you how it works now. Okay, so I go up here, so I'll just open up my. So for this lead here, you can see that I have general details and email history. As I showed you in our case, I just added email history too, but I had already added email history. So you have email history, and so otherwise, normally speaking, you would have to go to closed activities. In the closed activities, you'll have all the emails, and as you can see, there is no way for you to know what lies within this particular email. One, you don't know how many attachments do you have here. You cannot search on those attachments. You don't know which email has that attachment. So there are quite a lot of things that you don't know that you would generally need to know if you want to respond back to the questions that are being posed by your prospect in this case. So now I'll go to our particular so here you can see my nicely formatted email preview pane. It has list CRM users here because I'm the administrator and I can see all the users who are added. You can see I have from, subject, description, exactly the way we have in the Outlook, and then we have an attachment count, and you can quickly see if there is an email which has an attachment. So if there is an email that has an attachment, it would show you like it does over here. So, and in order to open up these emails, all you have to do is to say, if I click this one, so it opens it up here in the preview pane, very nicely formatted, easy to read, exactly the way it is again in the Outlook. Now, the most important and the feature that I like the most is, so I remember that I had this conversation with Frank in which we exchanged email regarding CRM requirements, and I sent him the execution plan. But obviously there are hundreds of emails there, so I can't really figure out which one had it. So all I need to do is to say type CRM, and you see, so I have one email here, and I'll just open it up. It tells me that the attachment is new CRM requirement document. I replied back to Frank with an execution plan, and I want that email to get a reference to it. So I'll just put in execution. It shows me the email with the, and I just need to open it up, and it shows me the attachment right here. So this is what it offers in a nutshell. It has proved to be a very productive tool for most of our customers, and that was one of the reasons that I actually made this webcast, so that I could introduce it to other customers as well. It works exactly the same with CRM 2010, and you can add a tab to any of the entities, and then you can actually have an iframe to load our email preview pane, and it certainly suffices the need of your sales representatives to actually remain in one screen on CRM 2010 online or 2011 online and respond back to the questions that might be posed by most of the prospects. So in the end, again, I would like to let you know that it's Zavor Corporation that has come up with this tool. This tool is available for everyone. It's not free. It has a SaaS model, so every user can subscribe to it and use it. It's really cheap. So I think that you want to know more detail about, you have problems setting it up, just let us know, and we would be more than eager to help you. You can reach us on the addresses that you have on the screen. So that would be it for today, and we'll be coming up with more webcasts for additional tools that we have for CRM Online 2010 and 2011. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.